welcome to Hope Unfiltered. I'm so excited. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna know why. What's up with you?
I am taking one for the team right now.
All right, well, tell the people your name now.
I will go as the Grinch for this episode because I am not liking what I'm doing right now.
Somebody that
Merry Christmas!
okay, right off the bat.
Yeah, boy, he just...
Like he.
It's a
he
big
excited.
episode for him too, eh?
It is.
But we'll get to that just
We'll
now.
get to that. How you feeling? Like you seem to be very much in the Christmas spirit.
I love how you frame that, you know. All things Christmas this episode, so we kind of
Right.
went a little excessive, I would say.
I am not looking excessive. I'm just saying. I think I look pretty normal.
We'll see. Well, then you would probably be the odd one out by the end of this episode.
Maybe.
We'll see, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Guys, we have a big reveal for y'all. As you know, the MP has been kind of behind the scenes for
A little video shy.
Yeah. Today he's gonna make his debut.
He's gonna make his debut, so you don't wanna blink for this one.
MP, you ready?
His visual debut, you could say.
Visual debut. That's true.
Yeah,
We stand
yeah.
corrected.
Like you did up your hair and thing. I like it.
Yeah, spent some time by the salon, you know.
Right.
Had a look a little dapper for the pod.
Right. How
Love
you
it.
feeling?
I find the space a little hot though.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if the AC is not working this week, but like normally it's be cool, but
Feeling a little warm.
yeah, I feel
It could just be your nerves to reveal, like
True,
to
true.
come out now. You know.
yeah, not sure if everybody ready for this level of handsome now.
Look, I can't deal.
But I don't know if something wrong with your psyche. You know, like watching.
Kinda, I know what you all, yeah.
I know what I getting you for Christmas.
Sunglasses.
A mirror. A mirror.
A mirror.
And maybe sunglasses. Like,
I mean, you can't go hard on him, you know.
why?
It reflects on you.
Why? We going down that road?
I'm just saying. For those who know, if you know, you know, right?
No, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. There we go. All right. Okay.
It's supposed to be a mystery.
But it wouldn't be a mystery after today.
In that sense, yes.
Oh, that.
Wow, we
All
busting
right.
files. Busting files.
But we have a big topic to cover today.
Yeah, but before we go to the topic and stuff like that,
Yes,
I see you have your lights up your bed and stuff. What's going on?
The mystery producer.
Right.
You know, just like I have to live and lead in the same way. So I'm a man under, submission. So the mystery producer says, "Hey, this is what we're doing." Okay.
Wow, I'm sure there's lots of people quite shocked at your parents right now.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch.
Me too.
myself.
I shocked you even say yes to all of this.
Yeah, this one freaking mode though. Eh?
Right.
This one freaking mode. Every time I put my hands, I'm like, what?
I really like it though.
You like
I might
it?
take a borrow at some point.
I think you
I
find
think-
part of your Christmas kit.
Come on, preaching this.
Yeah.
That'll be good though, yeah.
But see, he like the pants.
Right.
Yeah. This looks like your style actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the viewers didn't see me yet, so y'all will let me know when you want to
Yeah, all now.
reveal.
No, wait. We gotta,
Drum roll.
I actually have some music
Yeah.
I can play.
Come, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
You're a mean one.
Hi to all the viewers of Hope Unfiltered. It's finally nice to see you. And for you to see me.
He can't even see properly.
I'm watching my camera, don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have to do it. So, yes, I am the mystery producer. Still a mystery, but I'm still a producer.
Banana with a
Okay.
Hey.
That's not big.
You can see how much fingers I have up.
More than one. Two.
Okay, you clearly little
Challenge
challenged.
at this point, right?
Yeah. But as you guys can tell, we are going to be talking about Christmas today.
Yeah.
Yeah, really excited for this one. I actually thought we did an episode on Christmas last year, but
Yeah, I know. We were
Clearly
talking
not.
about that.
yeah.
But that's why we need the mystery producer. He keeps us on check.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Whatever you say.
So, Christmas is a pagan. That's part of the discussion today. As well as we're going to go through some of those felt needs. We do know this time is sometimes difficult for some. So,
I think it's difficult for a lot of people actually.
yeah, absolutely. So we're going to end up in that space. But for now, we're going to discuss a bit about...
We had to deal with the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
People see Christmas lights.
Yeah, people see a pastor with a Santa hat, dress up like a Grinch, you
You
know?
understand? So yeah, so we had to just address this real quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely one of those topics that you see a lot of division with.
What I worry about too is because of the social media, you see a lot of people spewing things like if it's facts.
Yeah.
Like there's not enough fact checking, and so that's actually why one of the reasons we had to deal with this topic was when we were launching the church.
Yeah.
I took a picture with my family in front of a Christmas tree. I think it was like in a mall or something, or
Right.
I don't know if it was home by us or whatever. And I get real jamming for that.
Serious.
Yeah, and so I had to actually go back and search and
Yeah.
see what is what. So for me, when I look at the current society and like how they treat with this, you have Christians disagreeing on it and so, but for me, I'm more concerned with the people who it's not really that deep, but there's so much misinformation out there.
100%. And then sometimes too, we take information from what we deem as credible sources. You're right?
Yeah,
Oh,
you make it out. There you go.
You're
Good
kidding.
job, right? Good job. Good.
Let's get something. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
You're such an idiot, you know.
He touches his pants and he's having like a whole,
Yeah.
oh my God, like a moment there. Anyways, like I was saying, right, in terms of the misinformation, sometimes people aren't aware of where information comes from.
Right.
And let's be real, there's sometimes some quote-unquote credible spaces that, you know, offer their thoughts and opinions on this topic, and it's not always 100% accurate.
Right.
Like if you go back to the actual origin. So they have part of the story, but not necessarily the full
The full
story.
part,
And so you find persons running with that information. And you know, obviously like in the world of social media, like you mentioned, a lot of misinformation. People take things and run with it. Run with it as truth, you know?
And I think the way people build their platforms or their influence is also tackling controversial topics.
Absolutely.
And if you have the charisma, you can speak a certain
Yeah.
way and all of that. All that plays into it.
Yeah, 100%.
And just quick information, it seems to be the method right now for us.
Yeah. Nobody goes into the whole, let me dig this up, let me see if
And I'm guilty of that too. Like I
Yeah.
would watch like maybe my favorite content creators and just take stuff and not everything I'm thinking through like, okay, let me check this or whatever. But it adds up and it shapes our perspective. And so.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, not only just for this topic, but just generally, like, the media does teach us a lot of what we know.
Sure.
Like, it shapes our perception. That's why it's so important that we do the fact checking. We do, you know, a little bit of digging up, especially for topics that can be a bit shaping and.
So let me ask you, was this topic like Christmas? Was that ever like something that you wrestled with? Like if it was good, if it was evil,
Actually, no. To be very honest.
you just accept
think-
the pagan worship and just went with it.
Well, honestly, to be honest, I did not even know like the pagan aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
I was just more into like the whole, I guess the fluff part of it. So like the family, the traditions.
Festivities, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like a good time. Like just
Exactly.
yeah.
Christmas for me growing up was mainly that. Just family, spending time and
Right.
just kind of like,
So good memories.
yeah, tradition. That was it. It wasn't even about the gifts because we couldn't afford gifts growing up.
Right.
So yeah, I wasn't too worried about like the pagan aspect of it because
Right.
my experience with it would have been something good.
And you
understand
just
what I
wasn't
mean?
exposed to those kind of conversations.
Even the conversations, exactly.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, for me, like I said, when that person kind of came at us, and so I've had the conversations before,
Yeah.
but launching the church, it resurfaced. So like people were judging everything. So like even to decorate the church,
Yeah.
like you would hear questions or comments, and so I had to.
I mean, and I guess, just your role. Like you have a certain level of responsibility
Yeah.
now, so you'd want to make sure that hey,
And I honestly don't want it to be that it'd be a stumbling block for people, especially if there was like some real concern with it.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, it was like a responsibility.
yeah,
You know, and even for my kids and so as a parent.
yeah,
So I'm in this world, so I'm hearing the conversations, and so even for that, there's that part of the responsibility. I wanted to make sure I wasn't exposing them to stuff that was
Yeah.
was wrong then.
So what I would say though is when I became a Christian, then it kind of like the question mark part of Christmas kind of came about, because then like some interactions I would have had with some Christians at the time, they were like, no Santa hats, no Christmas tree, no,
Right.
or then there was some who like some parts of it are okay. So like we do the candy cane, we could decorate a tree, but we can't put on a Christmas hat or talk
Okay.
about Santa at all. Little things like that. So it's kind of like conflicting. But I still wasn't in a space where I was like, I'm like, okay, right, when I'm in that environment or space, I just would be respectful of it. It didn't provoke me enough to like go digging, like,
Right.
you know?
I understand what you mean. You
Yeah.
didn't feel any kind of conviction.
Exactly,
to-
because again, my experience with it was not anything.
it wasn't deep
harmful.
in it, but it was
Yeah,
just good.
Exactly,
It was
exactly. It was just really surface level. So yeah, we're gonna tackle 3 main points, 3 areas that we found that, you know,
continually
yes,
come up.
yeah, continually come up. And which one of them you want to tackle first?
I would say the date. Like I hear a lot around the date.
Okay, so
Right.
the 25th.
The 25th. I good. You see, like we all.
Where's my slipper? Okay, good.
You okay?
I'll make some real
You
good.
okay on that
zippers.
side?
I real good.
All right, just making sure.
You know that's staying in the pot, right?
I know that, but you can keep talking.
I just want to make it out. You see how you make me
Wow.
out with the pants?
So,
You
so
know
we
you
have to
guys-
take a whole minute to
You
talk
can-
about my slipper fall off.
Yeah, it's just how awkward you're looking trying to reach it. All right. So the date for me has always been something, because obviously from the lowest level, people would say, okay, Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. So that part was fine. Like,
Right.
and for me, that's an easy enough thing that we could talk about. That we don't know the date, but
Yeah.
for me, there's so much good in recognizing his coming. Like we could capitalize on that and all of that. But
So
when
that
it's
was your rationale behind.
correct, like yeah, that's how I kind of reasoned it out. But then when it started to be attached to pagan worship, like
Yeah.
actual religious dates or something like that,
Yeah.
I realized it kept gaining momentum, and you hear even Christians repeat it then. Like how you said, you had certain conversations, and so for me, yeah, I always want to debunk that part of it to go, because there's several different aspects of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the date. I like you. I had the same kind of rationale again, not knowing or researching anything deep. Like I'm like, okay, right, he wasn't born then. Okay, great, but like we could still acknowledge, we could still celebrate like that. It's something good. Like
For me, like I saw it as the world acknowledges it, whether they believe or not.
yes.
So like it's the easiest time to tell someone, hey, come to church with me, like because they in that festivity,
Absolutely.
they open to
And those are usually, I mean, those are like some of the bigger services like Christmas Day. You know,
Yeah.
there are certain periods, even Easter, you know, like there are certain periods that, you know, persons who may not traditionally come to church on a Sunday. So,
So-
it's a great time
Yeah.
to reach persons that are
Correct.
not quote unquote church.
So that's how I kind of reason it. But like what did you find with the date from the more pagan aspects?
So I found that it was a link to let me see if I could find it back here. Some major festivals such as Saturn. I gotta let me spell
Saturnalia.
this. Oh, look at you! Big words. Oh, he's pronounced all big words. Soul and Vexas.
Just don't watch my message Sunday.
But so those were the arguments, and those are the arguments that pop up quite often. That the date, the
Yeah.
25th, is linked to that day that, you know, they have a lot of pagan worship situation. However, there are some scholars that have argued that that actually, like some of the documents and texts, actually, the dates, that
doesn't
Christians had the 25th before pagan worshippers started
Started using,
Yeah.
and also that first Saturnalia, it wasn't actually on the 25th.
Yeah, it was.
It's a few days before the
Yes,
17th or
exactly.
something like that. So there were two ways that was debunked.
Yeah.
Christians started celebrating the birth of Christ before pagans
Yes.
established that day, but also it wasn't the same date. And there's like proper documentation that they trace it back,
Yeah.
just to debunk that. What I hear, the one with the winter
They went to
solstice, right? So it's like seasonal or so, and it's tied to certain beliefs and so. And again, the date it didn't match. So
Yeah.
it still does not align. So like date, like for it to be technically correct so it is around the same time, but these things were established void of connections with those dates, with those festivals, those looking at the seasons and that kind of
Exactly.
stuff.
So Christians at the time didn't choose that date because there was like pagan worship going on. In fact, some scholars suggest that it was quite the opposite, that Christianity would have been growing at that point.
And the pagans are
And they used the day that Christians had already carved out to celebrate the birth of Christ to kind of capitalize on just the momentum and stuff like
to
that.
grow their
absolutely.
influence and stuff. Yeah,
Because,
I know.
Because again, we would say pagan worship, but those are religions at the time. Like
They were
They're
established.
religion.
They were
Exactly.
established religions.
Yeah.
So they were accepted. Christianity was actually the religion that was not accepted during those
yes,
times.
yeah,
That's what people don't get.
yeah,
But that is part of the argument that they would say, well, Christianity tried to merge all the faiths. It wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tried to make it acceptable. So they took from different pagan stuff.
yeah.
It was not actually that. They were persecuted. It was not the popular faith to have at
Yeah.
the time.
Then there is another theory. I don't know if you came across this. It's called the calculation theory. Came across it?
No, what is this?
It basically says that early Christians believed that Jesus was conceived on March 25th. Again, this is just what some,
I think
and so,
okay.
yeah, and so 9 months later would have been like around December 25th-ish. So that's kind of like just the logic. Again, this is not like concrete, it's just suggestions and things that scholars...
Traditions that they found.
Exactly,
Writings
linkages.
and so, yeah.
Again, a lot of this are what we're sharing, and that's why I think the 25th date doesn't really it doesn't throw up too much alarms for me in terms of like the when specifically. There's so many missing pieces, so to speak.
First of all, we acknowledge it's not the date.
Exactly.
Right, so, but then we don't know either, right?
Right,
We just don't know.
exactly.
But at least from what I've seen and the actual facts around it, what I feel safe and comfortable with is that December 25th wasn't chosen for Christianity based on any other faith,
Yes.
beliefs, worship practices, or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was void of any of that,
Yeah.
and it was just a date that was selected for different reasons.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I
And
don't-
I think beyond that, just like what we were saying when we initially started this conversation, like if it's the 25th or the 20th or January, whenever it is, like we still get to have that time in terms of like acknowledging that Christ came and gave hope to the world. I mean,
Just imagine you're seeing all the Christian movies around that time, songs
Yeah.
being sung. You have like the world just more tolerant and accepted.
absolutely.
For me,
Yeah.
I had
mean,
to jump on that.
Even persons that are not Christian, you find paying attention to
That's what I'm saying.
simple things like the story and about the birth of Christ.
Yeah.
We learn these things in school.
And that's it. We get questions now around it
Yes,
and stuff.
exactly.
And I love that. So to me, it don't matter what the date is. We don't hold fast to the date as anything special or anything sacred. I think that's the main thing for us. But we can celebrate the birth because that is something, I believe is something worth celebrating and always remembering.
Yeah.
You know, that how Christ came and stuff.
So that takes care of the date part of it. Then we have the tree.
That's
So
a
I
big
know you
one
get
too.
some heat with the tree, standing up in front of a tree. And if y'all could see good, we have trees to the back of us here.
Which,
Yeah. And we have plenty that y'all can't see around.
yeah, y'all love Christmas around here, boy. Wait, this is not my thing,
You too, clearly.
Excuse me, I'm a man under authority.
Under what?
Under
Under what?
authority.
Look,
The MP gasping for air right now, but he's still there and all.
yeah, I forget in the corner there. Hey, you good?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll make it through your whole show, but
I'm telling you, I watch it.
if not, we had a good run.
If you see somebody just don't pass out there, you know. But yeah, the tree aspect of it. Some persons believe that's linked to, again, pagan practice.
The Druids, I think that was the main part of it.
Yeah, they come back again, boy. Like,
No, it always comes back to it.
yeah.
Bringing pine trees into each other's house. I mean, what I found was the Christmas trees only go back to like the 16th century to Europe, and the stories like that I've read or the information, the news that carried it was really, it was just a trend, especially like with the I know in Europe where the nobles or so decorated their homes, and it ended up spreading. I think like from the royal family and so,
Yeah.
people started to do it.
Yeah.
That's like the most modern bit of information that I found around it. There are different aspects of it where writers like C.S. Lewis, and these guys who were strong in their faith, I mean, that goes without question, but they saw it as like light into the world. And so like whether they capitalized on the moment or it was something that they felt themselves. So I just like the date, I've read so many different aspects that is nothing. It wasn't that deep for people back then when they did it. It has become something for us because it's like a reproach then.
Yeah.
How do you view the tree?
I really like trees.
Clearly dead ones.
I've never had a living, you know how you get the experience like abroad and stuff like that. I think they used to bring trees here a long time, man.
They saw what?
Bring trees, like real live trees. I think
I
so.
never grew up with. I always had plastic.
I know there are, me too, but I'm just saying, like, I think back in the day they used to.
They used
I
to
do
actually?
know, like, Barbados does it. They would import the trees and stuff like that, and you could go, the full experience, like, you
Like,
go
pick your
and
tree
pick your
and stuff?
tree.
Right,
Yeah, it's just kind of cool, but yeah, I never found, like, a problem with the tree until, like, we started, prepping for this podcast, and I'm like, trees is a problem. I didn't know, like, persons would have,
Yes.
like, there was a conversation in terms of, like, its link to pagan. Anything pagan. Yeah, I just...
For me, the most fascinating story that I came across, like where Christianity was, it was, I think it was Germany, but I know it was Europe for sure. There was like this small village that they were part of pagan worships because, again, Christianity was not the popular faith.
Yeah.
And they got converted. They believed in Christ, they believed in God, the Creator, and their practice used to be pagan with the trees, like, but having a live tree outside and
Yes.
worshiping it,
Yeah.
put in whatever their religious things were, so like the decorating, but it was religious stuff. And what they did when they found Christ, to know that, okay, there was no God of a tree or some sort of deity, they started cutting the trees down and bring it inside, almost as a standard to show, hey, we reject this so much.
Yeah.
So that the dead tree, so the tree that was removed was more of a, like, almost like the total opposite to what they were doing prior.
Right.
And then they would put the lights on, so because how they were taught, he's the light of the world, that sort of thing. And so, again, it's not like academic
Yeah.
stuff, but it's just the stories and the traditions that you can track so many things. Just like how we could talk about the Druids, like there's nothing to prove
Yeah.
that was even a practice in that
Exactly.
regard. Like
Still-
lighter.
It's still, I don't want to say speculation, but I mean, there's some, I guess, like if you look back in history, there's some conversation that we could have as it pertains to those things, like it's linked, but it's nothing concrete. Like we can't say, hey, this came from...
Right. So here's the thing that I found interesting, where this guy we look at, Westhoff, who does the research, he said almost no early pagans thought the pine trees were sacred, let alone associated with the 25th of December.
Yeah.
So in terms of the historical data, there is not one reference where these trees or so was associated.
Yeah.
Those are new things people come to just, honestly, I think just try to corrupt Christianity.
Yeah.
You know, get us fighting or arguing about things that, and I have no problem. If there is good firm evidence, guys, send it to us. Like drop it in the comments, share a link, no problem. But in terms of the professors, the people who do these kinds of research, there's no historical evidence to support
Christianity has adopted pagan practices.
But here's the thing, that pine trees were actually used in pagan worship.
Yeah.
There's no documentation, there's no tradition, no stories that talk about that. So, I mean, like, when you go into the history and the works, it just makes it real difficult to come away saying, well, all right, this so, like, just with a broad brush, this evil, this pagan and stuff. I just feel like it's not that deep.
Yeah, same.
Does the hanging of the star on a tree?
You could talk.
Yeah.
I thought you was fighting for air all the time, but go ahead.
I'm about to ask this question.
Yeah, limited, leave him.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, breathe. Go ahead, speak.
Does the star on the Christmas tree have any connection to the star that the wise men saw?
Yeah, that
Really?
was part of the tradition. Yeah, for
I
the
don't even put a
Christians.
star on my tree. Okay, tell me the
You
story.
wanna hear what has been our Christmas stopper
Over here.
for like forever? A Christmas hat.
Ours too!
Serious?
Yes!
Like we literally have a Christmas hat on
to
the top.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what triggered the people to get vexed, but I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, I think the star from the Christian standpoint was that, and that's what I said. Like the lights were like the light that were like stars and so, because that's what I should have double checked whether see it Lewis or I don't think it was Spurgeon, but one of these early writers, these creatives, they were looking up at these stars, and that's where they associated with.
Okay.
So there was nothing pagan. There was nothing. It was just Christian tradition. So I think the star is what I heard and read. MP that it was to celebrate the star that guided the.
I feel I should go and buy a star now. You want to buy a star? What?
Why you asking
You have a
him?
tree?
Why?
I don't have trees, no.
The Grinch just set up Christmas trees?
No.
Of course not.
You just said you have a tree, you put a whole Santa hat on top.
Yes, because I have a wife.
Your story not checking out. I just letting you know.
Because I have a wife.
Yeah, but you owned it. You said my tree.
Yes, because what is hers is mine.
Okay,
and what, you want to get technical
no,
with you?
we don't need to get technical. All I said is you have a tree and you have a Santa hat on top of your tree.
You just study that you don't know if the Grinch have a tree. That have more problems there.
Grinch will have a tree because the Grinch will have a wife.
Oh,
So he will have
gosh.
to,
I mean, when I watch the movies, I mean, he kind of was heading towards a wife, so, I don't know.
Good luck with that.
Good luck. Yeah, we don't want you finding a wife right now.
Okay.
Santa Claus. As we are on the topic of
I
Santa
really
hats.
do like that man. I really do like that man.
I really don't remember asking you.
We just never, get off on
On the right foot.
yeah.
Yeah, this song like it have a story behind it. Why you hate the jolly good fella?
Because one, he always jolly, and he's always get everything now. Like he have a real nice sleigh, 9, 10 reindeer. I just have one little dog.
Right now I'm trying to listen to it, but I don't know where you're watching. You're watching past me, now, like.
Watching somewhere in the middle here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we just never had a good, a good relationship. Maybe that might change this year.
Well, you probably should go watch one of the episodes you did a couple months back, toxic relationships. So
Okay.
any one of the relationship
Episode,
podcasts.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
It might help.
Or it could just be that you end up on the naughty list.
Could be.
Naughty list.
Cool.
All right, so the good old Saint Nick.
Singing songs, and then we shouldn't be doing that.
Right, we'll get to that. I know you like to sing and sing.
You better not be trying that.
We singing, guys, something to look forward to. We will be singing to close off this episode. For the first time, Pastor J will sing live. Carry on, Santa Claus. We like him or we don't.
When I studied the history, the actual documentation of who he was and who he was based on, let me say that, I actually really liked him. Like,
Gosh.
based on the real character, not the
Right.
not the made up, not the commercialized.
Yes. Yeah.
This was actually based on a real person.
Yeah.
And so
Like he was a nice person. Like from what we know, what we read.
yeah, very charitable.
Yes.
That sort of thing. He used to help people who one of the stories that I read and came across was, so the stockings
Yes.
was because back then they would dry their socks over the fireplace.
Yeah.
So it was hanging there, and so those who were poor, he would look through the window and throw money into it.
Yeah.
That there was a family that was in dire need, and so that's where that tradition had started to establish. Little just different things like that. But he was a very generous person, giving gifts then.
Yeah.
So just the whole idea of that. So yeah, I mean, what it has turned to.
It's something.
So to me, this is where I look at it. I'm not saying whether it's good or bad. No, I could swing. I could say from a certain aspect it's negative. However, what I do understand, the world that we live in, the modern day Santa Claus is just something commercialized for business.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was made to be sold as an image, as entertainment, as characters. I mean, literally, look, we wearing this. It's business.
I mean, and the whole gift giving aspect kind of still pulls from just the person, the character who is Santa Claus.
But it's fully commercialized now.
But it's commercialized now. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but this is a fun episode.
Yeah, plenty of distractions. I'm a super falling off again. Great, I got it.
Just don't fall trying to silence your phone, I mean, you know.
Okay. Yo, that was an alarm.
That was your wake up alarm, or?
No, it's not a wake up alarm. It's actually for me to remember to tell you all something. But we'll get to that after.
You can tell us now or no?
Nah, I can't tell you now.
I feel she making that up because
No,
she forget her alarm.
no. It's
And-
not. It's
and-
legit not. It's why would I be waking up at 1 o'clock in the day?
Well, we don't know. You sleep plenty.
Ah, I wish. I actually have a note there.
Okay, go ahead.
What was saying?
With the commercialized, with the gift giving.
Right. So yeah, they just kind of like took that, and it's on a whole different level now in terms of like, again, it's money.
So to me, what I don't like about this is I feel like, I know I'm not the only one, but I feel like there's pressure sometimes with like people, like you're buying gifts that you don't really want to buy, but there's a understood expectation that you should buy for family, friends, so on and so. That to me defeats the purpose of just like being charitable or giving, and so. What I do love about this season and even the commercial side of it is that you have a lot more help coming to people who actually need it.
Yeah.
So people are usually more generous around this time.
Yeah.
So you would hear the children's homes, the elderly homes, people
Yeah.
go spend time saying, for me, I love all of that. I mean, obviously I wish as a pastor we should be doing this more often, like throughout the year. Some measure of it, but if we get in the world to slow down and do these things, now obviously Christmas feels so busy now because of the hustling and bustling, but there's just an increase in charity and goodwill towards each other. I say, listen, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So you're saying Santa could exist in a Christian home and it not overshadow Jesus?
Oh, that's
the tension, isn't it?
That is where I have the.
I should bring my daughter here because she went to my wife's they had a work event for the kids, right? A Christmas treat. And she went, and my wife is like, You know, she didn't even go by Santa. I was like, of course not. I teach her she shouldn't be going by strange men. Much less to go and sit down on somebody. Like, you mad or what?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
So we joke about and stuff. So I guess for our family, we've never
Made it like this big thing.
no,
like,
but never made Santa like anything close to Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm-
that's where I find like the problem. No, something that's commercialized. Like there's lots of advertising money being pumped. So
Right,
the focus mainly is on again the commercialized parts of Christmas.
Right.
So Santa Claus, and that's where I see the problem. When as Christians we've kind of fed into that narrative, and in our homes the discussion is more about Santa than
Christ.
Than Christ. So if where the focus is off, that's where I have the problem.
Here's the thing for me. I don't see it the same way. I see it as a greater responsibility for me as a parent.
Yeah.
The world, I'm not trusting or depending on the world
Yeah.
to back off because the world is always trying to push. Look at this. This whole topic is because of real misinformation.
Exactly.
So the world is telling my child that, okay, what you all celebrate as Christ coming is actually taken from other pagan things,
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
I have to raise my kids in a way that all through the year, they in church, they hearing about Jesus, not just in church, but in the conversations we have, taking those moments. And so
Yeah.
I have never felt that weight. Like if Santa Claus rivaling Jesus Christ. Around Christmas time, no problem. Yes,
Yeah.
cartoons, whatever. My little toddler, she will probably believe that Santa is real because of all the things you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Does it do harm for her believing that this? Because I mean, she believes all kind of stupidness at this age and stage based on what she's exposed to. So for me, it's not that. We teach Christ. We teach her in her level as well, and she'll outgrow it.
And so Christmas is not the only opportunity you're looking for to do that. And so
Correct.
that's why it shouldn't, the waste of it shouldn't feel like this big, like, oh my gosh. Because if you've been taught for the whole year, like if you've been hearing conversations surrounding Christ, then it, you know, the way that you approach Christmas should look very different.
My family, we know. Beginning of the year, we start in God's presence. 21 days praying and fasting. They all do it. So my oldest daughter, she fasts in her
Yeah.
own way.
Yeah.
Whether it's from games, iPad, whatever. But the point is that they know, okay, this season, we start in the year, we're not doing much as a family, we're not trying to go out or anything. We start in the year with God's presence, wanting Him to lead and direct us. So, to your point, all through the year, there are touch points. There's Easter,
Yeah.
the greatest celebration there could ever be. Should be bigger than Christmas.
Yeah.
But we understand you can't sell a bunny as much as you could sell Santa. Right? So, but it's still commercialized.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't feel that way, but I do acknowledge there's probably people who have to wrestle with that.
Yeah.
And I guess just my take would be, you just have to be consistent with elevating Christ in your home, not in a church service.
Yeah.
And once a week is not discipleship for your children. Children are discipled by their parents.
Right.
More than anyone or anything else is their parents. Not the church, not the Sunday school teachers, not anything. So if this is an issue, then we fail in the home.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Totally agree with. And just like the perspective in terms of like, we don't only wait for Christmas. This is not the only time we're
Correct.
talking about
Yeah.
Christ. Like, yeah. But we're going to move on to, we did say we are going to talk about, yes, the historic part of it, the origins of Christmas and all the things that people have question marks by. So hopefully we did give some sort of insight in terms of,
Some level of context.
Yeah.
What I would just say to end this part, like, we could disagree, but let's do it, especially for Christians, let's do it in the right way, you know.
yeah,
Like, I have no problem having a conversation if you have facts and so,
yeah,
but you can't be going off of somebody's social media and spewing it like it's facts. But even if you disagree, I don't see this from a historical point of view, from a factual point of view, as a salvation issue. We could agree to disagree.
yeah,
I just feel like around this time, don't create anything extra to separate from when there's a time where people use to celebrate and come together.
Yeah.
That's just why I would leave it at. You okay with that?
Yeah. I good with that. Peace,
Right.
guys. Peace and harmony.
You see, when you frame it like that, it's not an overflow, you know. Some people say, well, this pastor don't want to preach on hard or whatever.
Nah, he's preach hard. He should come to church. He don't be wearing no Grinch clothes, no Santa hats.
But the bed's still there, so
The
they might...
bed's still there. It just not lit.
It's not lit.
It's not lit. But we do know like this time of year is challenging for some persons, and so we thought it fit to kind of like just talk about just what navigating the season looks like for persons that would be struggling in this period of time.
So what are you thinking was the more or less like the difficult times?
We
What were you
did-
had in mind with
You know,
that?
like we did say, like persons who may have experienced just loss, loss of loved ones, dealing with a breakup, fresh breakup, even things like divorce, etc. Like life looks a little bit different now. And
in this
so,
season?
yeah,
I think because this season is one that focuses on family,
yeah,
togetherness, all these things that you know we kind of touched on. Definitely, I mean, what I've also understood was like I've had in our church elderly people still struggle around this time losing like parents, like many years have passed,
yeah,
and so I think it's always a joyous time for the world in generally.
yes,
But definitely a lot of people who suffer in silence.
yeah,
And I think
100%.
the way in which Christmas is marketed too, it's marketed like all the ads you would see families. You'll see like quote unquote perfect families, mom, dad, kids, everyone.
Like the
there.
ideal.
Yeah. So even just watching TV, that could be something that will just bring back
Trigger, yeah.
memories and
Yeah.
I think that is one of the difficult parts, and I did kind of like share, Christmas time is a lot of tradition. There, you kind of like go back through the memories, the times when you did have that level of togetherness and stuff like that. And I feel like that is one of the things that kind of makes it hard. But what I would say to that is, don't get too caught up with that you miss out on making new memories or like connecting with new people in your space.
Right.
There's more to life than just your past. While we do hold dear to it, and it has a place and will forever have a place in our hearts. Like I feel like there's a life to be lived, and don't be so hung up on your past that you neglect living in the present and just connecting with people that are around.
I totally agree with you, and I think I would echo that in the sense of sometimes we so broken, we miss what's right in front of us.
Yeah.
And I would encourage you, like those who struggle around this time, just take the courageous step of stepping into these spaces that you're so afraid of.
Yeah.
And what I realized too was, I used to do this, but like when something triggered me that I'm suffering through, or so I don't feel like celebrating Christmas because I've been through whatever, I used to feel guilty to actually have moments where I'm happy.
Really.
Like literally, like, okay, I shouldn't be happy because this person not with me, or this
Yeah.
going on, this happening. It's like that's how broken sometimes we are mentally.
Yeah.
And had to come out of that space, but to your point, like so this is not me.
Debatable.
This is absolutely not me. That's why I sent a picture to my wife, and she just like confused at this point. But the truth is, just even sharing this moment with you guys, because it's like coming down to the end of this year. This is like memories.
Yeah.
I still not gonna sing, but
We'll see.
no, just for me, this is just a moment where I was very uncomfortable. Lights in my bed, all of that. But you know what? We created memories, laughs
Yeah.
that, just made this moment, this Christmas, just different. And I'll encourage you, like, get out of yourself, out of your comfort. And listen, if you don't have anybody, man, message us, DM us. Like, we want to have you part of our space, and so, like, I don't believe anybody needs to be alone
Absolutely.
in this time.
100% agree. What I would say though, like, and I think like I always advocate for this. Like, yeah, we talk about persons being open to other persons that are around them. But if you are in circles or in spaces and you're connecting with people, hopefully you know them well enough to know if they do struggle. And, at this point of the year, reach out to them. Take that step as well. Try to be inclusive. Because sometimes it's hard for persons to like initiate or take that step. But we can, we like to talk about being our brothers, keeper and stuff like that. Sometimes that looks like, just being mindful of the persons that are around us. If someone is going to spend Christmas alone, why not offer, if you can't have them in your space, probably offer to drop them a meal. I don't know, do something.
Right. What I think it is though, is I think we, like you see when I brought up the example, like with people who suffered loss like so long ago, we assume people okay.
Yeah.
So I think before like you even like break that assumption.
Yeah.
Like once you know someone, they may not be entirely alone, but it's not like some like you see little signs and little times they pull away. They didn't return the messages or the calls.
Press them.
Press. Yeah.
A non-response does not mean that people always kind of like...
Just have a disclaimer. We ain't talking about toxic behaviors where you ain't get a response 2 minutes and you're flying up, right?
No. I mean, people's behavior can tell, like, if... I know, like...
You're just saying pay attention.
Yes, pay attention.
And then not just pay attention, act on it.
Yes, act on it.
Like, I fully agree. Let us make this Christmas about us reaching out to more people.
Yes.
And you don't have to spend money or anything. You could just call, show up.
Yeah.
Go help them. Do something.
Spend time with them. Sometimes, again, people are navigating just the fact of just being alone. Like we didn't touch on it here, but like just single persons as well. Sometimes, they're kind of like in their heads at this time, like, oh my God, I'm spending another Christmas. I ain't married, probably not even in a relationship yet. So like, they're, processing all that as well.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's so many components to this season.
Yeah.
I think like in the US, they used to have these statistics that it was the highest percentage of people who are actually depressed or lonely. Right, and that's crazy for this season. But we understand because of what they're seeing, and we talked about it. Everything visually is probably reminding you of what you don't have or what you're not enjoying. Yeah. Just don't do it alone. Like I'll just keep reiterating that. Like, but I love what you started this part with. Don't be so hooked up on what you don't have or what happened in the past that you miss that there are people that surely love you. Want to be there for you, want to celebrate your life. Man, just take the step and let them do it.
Take the chance.
Take the chance on them, yeah. I would say
100%.
that.
But MP, have something for us to end off with? You're all quiet. You didn't even say boo.
The man trying to breathe right now.
Yeah, I was thinking it'll be nice just to end off on a light note.
A light note.
Just to talk about some probably Christmas memories that we, as a team here, probably experienced.
Christmas memories. Okay.
First question: what is one Christmas food that you really just don't rate?
You don't rate?
Don't rate. Like Christmas could come and go, and if you don't have it, it really don't.
Well, I would say it's like the whole Christmas meal. Like every time you go to events, it's rice, peas.
No, just don't consider that you're eating it. Continue like over and over for the Christmas series.
So like you're talking about like something.
Choose like a specific thing like you don't care about. Yeah.
I hate raisins in my food.
Okay.
So like how everything
are
is
real specific. You going down to our ingredient. We talking about a dish.
Well, I find pastels overrated.
Okay.
That better? I feel like I getting grilly with my one answer.
Because we asked for a dish, not an ingredient.
Okay, what is your dish? What is your dish?
I don't really care for black cake. I don't really care. Sorrel too, I don't have
like
to have
sorrel?
that. I don't dislike it, but
Okay.
I'm like bland.
You know, Trini?
Says the person that don't like pastels.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said overrated.
It's not
There's a
overrated.
difference. And especially if you consider the people who's put raisins in their own.
That's the only thing I like raisins in. I don't like raisins, but I love raisins in pastels.
I could give up the turkey.
Could give up the two.
The turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
Okay. I love
Probably
turkey.
is. No. My father-in-law is make turkey with some real dread sauce. I actually, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it now. So
And everybody can make turkey, eh?
that's the thing. If it's too
Yes,
dry and just bland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite Christmas memory?
You go first this time.
Oh
I
my
think,
gosh.
yeah.
My favorite Christmas memory would be just like prepping for Christmas, like growing up. Christmas was a big deal at our home. And so my favorite Christmas memory would be going by my grandparents and just like the week before, kind of like just prepping stuff. So like all the food stuff, all the desserts and stuff we would start organizing. And my grandpa was actually he was a parandero. So we would go like through the street by all the family and he
Nice.
would take us and we would go paranging from house to house and eat everybody ham. That was real good.
What was the part you really like? The singing or the eating the ham?
The parang.
Because I find she said that the second part a little more love now, you know?
That's like a little perk,
That's like the icing on the cake kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So that means you could really play musical instruments then?
No, I could sing.
Oh, okay.
That's all I could do. I could
That
play my
debatable,
thing.
but anyway.
And I could play the tuk-tuk.
In time? Well, because anybody
Yeah, I
can
could play that in time.
Okay.
Nah, I real struggle with music, so I wouldn't say anybody
No, I
could
mean,
play.
Anybody could play it just out of time.
Right, all right,
literally
that's
like,
literally, yeah. Well, she kind of real making mine song real bad.
Lame?
My favorite, well, yeah, because it's real shallow. My favorite Christmas memory was a gift I get.
Nothing wrong with that. What was the gift?
So literally, we Long Circular used to have this toy store,
Okay.
and they used to have like foreign toys from it, right?
Right,
So I grew up loving G.I. Joe,
right.
and in
Yeah, go ahead, tell the story.
you always have a comment for me. Anyway, there was this vehicle it had like a G.I. Joe base. So it was like this huge tanker driving thing.
Yeah.
And I even remember the cost.
How much it was?
Back then, I think it was like $600 and something.
Way!
So listen, no,
You do
listen.
good in test that here, what?
No, here what not. I was so bad. I literally went down on my knees in the toy store begging my father.
How old you were?
I can't remember. I would have been. I can't remember. I really can't remember.
At least back in the 1900s.
Back in the olden days,
Okay.
1900s.
1900s.
He probably right.
Right now, I'm not taking here on the lack of oxygen going to his brain right now. He's just talking. But here's the thing. Why it was my favorite memory was because I begged and my father said no. And he treated it like, well, you're foolish or what? Like,
Yeah.
how we going and buy that and whatever. And so I was convinced I was getting some strippiness.
Oh, gosh.
Christmas morning. So before church, he said, you want to open your gift? He bring this huge thing and like, I still lost. I think
Yeah.
there's some kind of...
Yeah.
Some kind of whatever. I couldn't remember what I was thinking. And then when I opened it, it's like, I couldn't believe it. It was like
You cry.
I didn't cry. I was screaming I was crying because he told me, like, our tradition,
Okay.
we could never open our gifts before church.
Oh,
Okay.
so you got to open the gift before church?
No, I got to see it, not open the gift itself.
Oh, you just measure in size then.
Right?
it-
Like, no. I opened the paper, but like, you can't use the
Oh, you
gift. You
can't.
can't.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Right? So like, but yeah, he gave us a blind that time because he let us open the gift then, like to see what it was.
Ah, nice.
But I didn't listen to nothing in church that Sunday morning.
Wait.
You just can't wait to...
I just said, yo, church was downstairs. We living upstairs. Trust me. I keep
You
coming
just-
upstairs. I used to come upstairs for water breaks and things.
Yeah.
snack break and whatever, I upstairs only watching this thing. Right? Shaking it up and all that. But it was the best memory I had, like just knowing like how much, I guess that had impacted me as a father now.
Yeah.
I didn't deserve it, so no. I was a C student.
Oh,
Actually,
gosh.
back then I was actually doing okay, but
Right, the C tier, you sticking with this.
Student with honors.
Yeah.
and, listen, I wasn't the best with academics or sports or anything, so there was nothing for me to deserve it,
Right.
Okay.
to be honest with you.
It probably was, just behaving. Let's go with that. Don't knock it. Just let me go with that story. Right?
Whatever it was, and that impacted me because guess what? I want to do that for my kids and for the people I serve.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have to always be deserving, but we could show that love
Yeah.
and appreciation.
You have one, MP?
Yeah, similar. Well, one was similar to Jay, so I wouldn't go down that story. It's basically a Christmas gift.
Right.
The other one I would say is every Christmas, we don't do it anymore, but we used to do mall hopping. So like we'll take a day when
My
we
dad
have,
used to have us doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
my dad used to take us mall hopping.
I need to do that with my kids, but it's so hard.
It is.
Yeah, now it's
traffic,
The traffic
stuff
and the
now,
parking.
way dread.
But you know what? They used to endure it for us, so I feel like we get too soft, to be honest.
Yeah, my dad
Probably.
used to actually pick us up from school on a random day. Like, he wouldn't tell us when it happening. So around December time,
Right.
obviously it's probably that first 2 weeks because school is closed.
Kinda light,
but yeah,
yeah.
we would go to school. He will not tell us, and he'll just randomly pick us up half day. And yeah, he used to carry us. What happened?
Actually, you know what? I'll take that one. I'll try to do some wall hopping this year with my kids and so.
Well, back in the day,
Yep.
it used to be golf. It used to be, if you want to do Trin City and West Mall.
Yeah.
Now you have real options, you know. You have C3. You
Yeah,
have
but I
South
feel
Park,
like
you have Brentwood.
honestly, why it was like a big deal back then for me? We never really used to go to the malls.
But yeah,
a lot.
but it was like a whole day going from south to north. It wasn't like
Yeah, but now I feel like I just go to the mall all the time. One mall hopping you want, you don't see all the decorations already.
Yeah, true.
Back then it was like this thing, like, you didn't see it before. So
Right.
it was like this.
It's true. Like, it's special
Experience.
occasions, you
Yeah.
might end up in the mall or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now
And I
you just
remember,
need
like-
any little thing, food or some little shopping as you go into the mall.
We go
you
into the
run to.
mall.
And for me, like, you're working, so you make sure you take a day off. So, like, that day is fully dedicated
Yeah.
to that.
So
So they get all the
So
gifts.
let's ask our viewers, was a new tradition we could start then for like our generation then?
Yeah.
That kind of equivalent to like those things like what our parents used to do, or
I think something that we all send your suggestions, right? But I think what I loved most about those things is that it kind of just broke the, just like your routine.
Right.
So I think that's what made it special. Like, you just break your routine, you do something out of the box, and create those memories with the people that you love. So it could be anything. It could be you
No,
go to
absolutely.
lunch. It could be just
Yeah.
something unrehearsed, unplanned. Just do something different.
now we gotta make it a tradition.
I mean,
You
yeah,
gotta
but it's
commit to for it to
I
be
guess.
a.
Be
But you can't
something,
commit to it. You might have to try out things, and we had to figure out what you like, what works for you and your family.
I absolutely sure my father did not enjoy carrying two young boys through all that traffic and we melting down in the store begging for Christmas gifts, right? So I feel like we could just execute on something. Anyway, we'll see what the comments
All
are.
right. Okay. All right.
But that's about it. I think it's a fitting way to end the show where we, wish our viewers a Merry Christmas during this festive season.
We're gonna sing for y'all.
They're gonna sing for you all guys. They
All
have the
right.
voices, so
Come on, you have to sing with us. All you do not get it tied up. This man is be singing
Exactly.
every Sunday loud. The whole church could hear.
How we gonna look? Two people singing and you not singing.
Exactly.
Imagine the Grinch singing for the people.
Yep.
Right? Get the water down, wet those vocal cords.
y'all real idiots. Go ahead, let's start.
Okay, 3, 4. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We
Wish
wish you a Merry Christmas.
Come on, use it
We
back.
wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings
Like,
we
sure.
bring for you and your King. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Go Jay, last one. We
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Wait, slow it down for you.
I don't bow to peer pressure, yo.
Really? Really?
Yo,
Really?
come on.
You in a whole Grinch pants and Santa hat.
I taking one for the team for that. What you tell me about pressure?
All right. Okay, guys, Merry
I
Christmas.
did sing a little one line. All right.
All right, okay, we will just pump up the volume so that they can hear you clearly. For that
I
one
forget,
line.
yeah, hey.
You was on key. From what I could hear. I didn't hear anything off. So that's a good sign.
Just start doing it. Let's just wish you people a Merry Christmas,
You
please.
tell them.
Hey guys, we enjoyed this entire year with you guys. All the feedback, good and bad, but guess y'all taking the time to spend it with us and yeah, just make us better with it. We do this to serve you guys, and so for this holiday season, from my family, all of us here as well, we want to wish you guys a very beautiful Christmas. That will be one of joy, peace, and lots of fun.
Lots of fun, like he said. Well, lots of time. Guys, next episode is going to be our year recap.
You all didn't want to miss that one.
Yeah, that one's going to be
Definitely.
one. Definitely. We'll see you guys next time.
Let's begin.